morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is there for you. I'm Happy Tact, and we are back with episode number 2 of our community challenge. We got started playing Scarlet Hollow, and there's a lot going on, but it is our Mean Girls challenge, so there's a couple rules that go with it, and most of those rules, they're listed up in the corner up there to the right, and this way, up there to the right, and it's gonna be good. So here's what we gotta do. We have our hot/powerful build already in play. We need to use a Valley Girl voice, rich girl voice for myself and for any Scarlet woman like Tabitha. We also need to flirt or choose violence whenever possible, and we need to pick the most fetch option. So generally this involves being kind of mean to everybody, having some backhanded compliments, flirting, what have you. We haven't had to choose violence yet, but I think this chapter we might. So it's going to be interesting because none of those options are options I picked on any of my previous playthroughs, seeing as I'm not that kind of person. But, you know, we're going to go for it anyway. We're going to enjoy it, and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. Oops. I do this every time. I swear I do this every time. I do this every single time. I do this every time. Nope. I want to... main menu. Yes, every time. I always pick start because I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to start. No, I need to load the previous episode. So the last one that we did would be July 8th, I suppose. Yeah, let's do a recap. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides from the countless late-night stops and seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. I wouldn't normally find myself traveling like this, but my cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, my cousin's mother, and my aunt seemed like something I shouldn't ignore, even considering my own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not going to go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm going to do it for you. I'm a YouTuber. She hunts cryptids. Get in, loser, we're going cryptid hunting. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn. We had a very unfortunate accident, if I recall correctly. Come on, you, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. You heroically dive forward, tucking Gretchen under one arm and grabbing the flashlight with the other. Oh, never mind. I said aim the damn thing, quick. Perfect. Oh, that's right, we were able to save them both because of the powerful build. Right. Welcome home. Can't make my voice go that low this late in the day. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they're a terrible omen. A sign of great suffering and destruction to come. From the comfort of Stella's guest room, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now, you're safe and you're warm. Tuesday morning awaits. Gotta make sure we have a lot of water so I don't wreck my voice. Nothing to do but wake up. You open your eyes. The sun has risen. The birds are singing. You're still alive. And for now, you're safe. Oh, man. My gaze wanders across the unfamiliar room to the windows and the woods beyond, and I wonder if the monsters are lurking just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as I leave the comfort of my new friend's family home. I cannot but remember the sight of pale faces jeering at me from the trees, their calls echoing through the woods as I ran for my life. A knock at the front door. Your morbid thoughts are interrupted by a distinctly unhappy voice filtering through the house and past the closed door of your bedroom. Where the hell is Happy? Oh, hey, Tabby. There's a fresh pot of coffee. Oh, I'm giving her the voice too. There's a fresh pot of coffee on the table if you want to. No, I'm just here to check in on my cousin. Let's make this quick. I have a lot on my plate today. You're barely decent. It might be mildly scandalous if people saw you like this. Let's see, what's the most fetch option? We're hot. We know it. We don't care. I might not be fully decent, but I'm not about to let that stop me from being a part of this conversation. Put some clothes on. Morning. How'd you sleep? Gretchen excitedly looks at me and wiggles her tail. Oh, look at her little princess pad back there. What exactly did the two of you get up to last night? We went up to the woods to film a video. Never mind. I don't actually want to know. What I do want to know is why on earth you decided to blow me off to spend the night with a stranger. Look, last night was a lot, Tabby. There's something horrible out in the woods, and I don't think anyone in this room wanted to have me walking up the mountain alone last night. Stella, would you mind giving me a moment alone with my cousin? And while you're at it, please stop calling me Tabby. We are not in high school anymore. Yeah, alright. What is the most fetch option? It's definitely not number 3. We'll quietly let Stella leave. Thanks. You've been in town for less than a day, and my stress is already through the roof. I mean, I get it. Stella got you all worked up, and you were too scared to walk home. Sure. Whatever. That checks out. But I don't care if those woods are chock full of ghouls and ghosties. You had me worried sick. And from now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. Powerful build, I can take care of myself. You're just jealous of my game. I mean, we probably are gonna have to go with that one. Nope. You're just jealous of my game. How dare you try and turn this into a joke? I'm leaving. I already lost a good chunk of my workday coming down here. I'd better see you back at the estate tonight. You hear Stella's voice call out from the other room. Wait, Tabby, let me know if you're free sometime, okay? You're relentless. We'll see, but don't get your hopes up. Hey, you good? Sorry about Tabby, she totally blindsided me. Oh, we also got the Pokemon community game started up, so right now, Well, it looks like Psyduck escaped, but I never got notified that Psyduck was here in the first place. But if you want to join in on the Pokemon community game, we now have that installed on chat. Got it all worked out. I couldn't care less what Tabitha thinks. I get that. We went through a lot last night, but I don't think she really gets that, and I can't say I blame her. Tabby's going through a lot too. I know it's hard, but you might want to cut her some slack. Anyway, sorry for that rude awakening. I'd been up for a little while, but was hoping to let you get a little extra sleep. But you're up now, and we've got a full day ahead of us if we're going to get to the bottom of this. Can do some exploring because we're hot. Are you sure you don't want to just hang out here all day? As tempting as that offer is, there'll be plenty of time to chill once we solve this mystery. Do we have to look into this stuff? We could just let sleeping dogs lie. Aw, come on, Happy. Where's that Esprit de Corps I saw last night? I definitely said that wrong. Sorry if you speak French. I do not speak French. I get it. We're facing the unknown and that's spooky, but let's say just for a second that Sybil is entirely 100% right about ditchlings. That would mean that something terrible is going to happen, and my guess would be that if something's going to happen, it's going to happen soon. Tabitha's not driving you out of here. The bus isn't coming until Monday. You can sit here and wait for something terrible to happen, or we can try to stop it. What'll it be? This is a very Mean Girls thing to say. If this goes terribly wrong, I reserve the right to say I told you so. Alright, it's a deal. So first things first, I was planning on swinging by the library. Kanika's got a head start on us. It looks like she's already there. Oh, that reminds me. Let me set up a group chat. What's your number? She wants my digits. You and Stella exchange numbers. A text message from Stella to me and Kanika. It reads, group chat. Hopefully we can find out more about the ditchlings from some of the other older local books there. I've also got a couple threads cooking in my cryptid forums, but who knows if that'll pan out. Anyway, daylight's burning, so let's roll out as soon as you finish getting dressed. Definitely wouldn't say need protein as a mean girl. I'll have to do like a bodybuilder one or something. Maybe like a gangster one would be fun. Let's get dressed and head into town. Alright. The walk to town was short. Stella's house is barely a stone's throw from what remains of Scarlet Hollow's once bustling main street. I shudder as I stare down the thoroughfare, both from the chill in the morning air and the all-too-present memories of everything I witnessed last night. You see that building labeled Town Hall? That's actually the library. Well, it's the Town Hall, but that's just a small office upstairs nowadays. I guess this town's not what it used to be. That and our mayor's really into going on walks. I think there's actually going to be a meet and greet later this week. Could be just the pick-me-up we need, what with everything that's been going on. So Mean Girl, would we be interested in meeting a politician? Yuck. Politicians. I'd rather not. That's fair, but Mayor Jimmy's, different. I'm sure you'd have a blast. Oh, hey. Morning, Stella. Same to you, Happy. Speak of the devil. We were just talking about you. Coming from Stella's, huh? Did y'all have a slumber party? Wink, wink. Hint, hint. Sorry, y'all, but I'm actually in a bit of a rush this morning. Can't really stop to chat. It'll take me a bit to set up, so if you want to catch up with folks or grab something at the diner, you can meet me at the library when you're done. I have never had this opportunity before. I think we went on a coffee date with Avery, but the last time I stayed at Stella's house, I went back with Tabitha, I think. Pretty sure. Gesture towards Avery and Sybil and give Stella a thumbs up. Cool. See you soon. Whoa. She always has time to chat. She feeling okay? Oh, Stella and Happy just got up into a bit of trouble last night, that's all. You can't just drop something like that and leave me hanging. What happened, Happy? I feel like we need to go with the more drama one than the more mean one in this case. What happened last night was traumatizing. I don't think I'm ready to talk about it yet. Okay, I get it. Sounds like you've been shaken up pretty bad. I'll tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. Why don't you swing by the diner if you want to decompress? Winnie can fix you up some of Sybil's new blend. Maybe it'll calm you down a bit. I think you'd like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension. If you feel like talking, I'll be all ears. But no pressure. Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, Happy. See ya, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. What were they doing together, though? Like, I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. I'd better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you are holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. What is wrong with the people here? There are monsters in the woods. People in this town are in danger every minute they stay here. I feel like the mean girl thing to do is like the person in front of you is your target. For someone who was quick to call what we saw last night a sign of impending doom, you seem awfully calm about all this. They care, Happy. They just aren't showing it in a way you're used to. I know you're no stranger to death, but the folks of Scarlet Hollow lead difficult lives. The whole town is death. Oh, jeez. That's rough. It was founded on it. It was built on top of it, and every day it breathes it in. Loss and mourning are baked into this place, and everyone here has had to learn to live with it in their own ways. For most people, that's forgetting. As for what you saw, well, people tell a lot of stories in the hills, especially city folk who wouldn't know a bear from a Bigfoot. No offense, of course. Sybil. Girl. But I'm afraid that means most folks aren't going to take your claim very seriously. At least not until they see what you saw with their own eyes. Be gentle with them, Happy. And as for me, well, don't mistake my calm demeanor for complacency. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need attending to. Stay safe and God bless. That was new dialogue, so I haven't received that dialogue from her yet. Before. I don't know if that's because of the patch, or if that was because of the traits I have, or because I didn't, like, ask about anybody else. Some time to kill. Well, let's go on a date, right? We got a chance to flirt. Time to go to the diner, do a coffee date. The diner's a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast. talk to Avery. You slide into the booth across from Avery. Hey there, stranger. Before I can exchange words, Winnie sidles up, a fresh mug of tea in her hand. Heard you might need this. The answer to 29 down is oink, by the way. What? But the clue is pen sound. How is that a sound a pen makes? Wait, pen like pig pen? Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to know that? I don't know why you even bother with those things. They're just gonna frustrate you. It's just something to do to fill the time. But maybe I should switch to Sudoku. So, thanks for telling me about last night. If you want to get into the grisly details, you can tell me. I won't judge. Well, we gotta flirt, right? I guess we could talk about last night, but I actually came here because I wanted to get to know you. Oh yeah? Alright. What do you want to know? Alright, I should probably head out. Wow. So you can be like, I want to get to know you, but actually I gotta go. Actually I gotta go. Have you lived here your whole life? Nah, I moved here from Charlotte. Gosh, 3 years ago now? Maybe a little more. I've lost track. Aunt Winnie offered me a place to stay and a job, and who was I to pass up on that sort of generosity? To be honest, it still feels little like I just moved in. Practically everyone apart from the Cole folks grew up in this town, so it's like I'm the perpetual new kid. Don't get me wrong, folks here are plenty polite and friendly, but there's a shared history I'll never be a part of. There's a shared history I'll never be a part of. See ya! Why'd you leave Charlotte, if you don't mind me asking? Ah, that stuff's ancient history. Maybe another time. The deep lore. What's going on in Charlotte? Do you regret moving here? I don't think I have the choice to have second thoughts. I'm not going anywhere without Aunt Winnie, and there's no way she's leaving this place. I get it. I felt out of place the whole time I've been here. Folks on the whole have been plenty friendly, but life here's so different from what I'm used to. It's hard to explain, but I just don't feel like I belong. Exactly. There are worse ways to be, but I'm not sure I'll ever feel entirely like I belong here. Okay. There's a Vigoroth in chat, so I'm gonna try and catch it. We'll see. Alright, I guess I should probably head out. Totally get that. My shift's about to start anyway, so perfect timing. I didn't have to drink the tea, either, I guess. It was really gross the last time. Cool, okay. Well. It's time to go shopping. This is my first time seeing the general store in the light of day, and by God. A young man sits in the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. Dude, I know that life. So, if I wanted to buy some chips or something here, do I talk to you, or you could just have some chips if you want. It's not a big deal. I'm not about to turn down free stuff. I grab a bag of salt and vinegar chip. Why salt and vinegar? Why salt and vinegar? That's not what I want. Least favorite chip. Cool. We don't care what he's doing on his phone. Time to leave. We got sticky fingers. Achievement unlocked. I know the rules cover up the achievement, but we just got the achievement for sticky fingers because we took something without paying from the general store. So, oh, we caught Vigoroth. Hooray. Time to go to the library? Successful shopping trip? I guess? What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows and rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Oh, hey, you made it! I don't care that they're being loud in the library. Glad you found the place. Hey, Happy. You look tired. Oh, this is the mean one. Kanika, you can't just tell someone they look tired. What? It's true. It's not like it's a bad look on you. Oh, 'cause I'm hot. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Hey there, strangers. And literal stranger. We won't be strangers for long. I'm Happy. Oh, gosh. Hi. I'm Oscar Gutierrez, Chief Librarian and only librarian. Happy's in town for the funeral. Oh, I should have known you were Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance, it's, strong. Not that that's a bad thing. Man, everyone's doing the blushes today because we're so hot. We're smoking like a tamale. He's practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple of shelves of boring books donated by old people. Y'all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering any of my texts, and I wanted to make sure she wasn't getting into trouble out there. You know, with the crowd she hangs with. They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. What's the old Maxwell place? It's this great abandoned spot. We used to hang out there when we were teens. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors were like Swiss cheese. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. I'm sure she's fine. You might not want to let her run off like that anymore, though. It's not as safe as it usually is around here. Is that so? Kanika's right. There's some weird stuff going on in the woods. That's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of creatures called ditchlings? They're a type of cryptid that shows up around places on the brink of disaster. They kind of look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta. Kanika's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods. Ditchlings. Doesn't ring a bell. Dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried about something? I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna go nab some more books. Behave while I'm gone, Gretchen. Oh, you don't have to worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, aren't you, Gretchen? Here, have a biscuit, old gal. Gretchen inhales the soft biscuit, drool leaking from her toothless mouth as she swallows it whole. I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on out in those woods. I don't believe in this supernatural stuff, but the woods aren't safe. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting in trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Thanks, Kanika. And Happy, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad is worried about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him! Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. Like we're gonna read them. Alright. This is gonna be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. Reading awaits. Let's see. Never been good. We wouldn't admit to that though. I think we're just gonna say, oh, hey, Finch. How are you? How, like, is it, like, going? It's, like, going pretty good. Like, our reading is for suckers. And hi, Slowpoke, how are you? Welcome in. You guys came at just the right time for me to start being mean for once. We've done some flirting this afternoon already. But yeah, we're about to start being mean. So, reading is for suckers. Let Kanika and Stella do the work for me. Father, how do I click the book? Another achievement unlocked. We got sticky fingers because we stole some chips, and now we don't know how to read the book. How do I click the book? Reading is for suckers. I pick one up and lazily flip through it, but really, I'm just hanging around until Stella and Kanika finish the work for me. Alright, if we're going with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters is what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? It's a cat. Like, awesome. Who were you, like, flirting with? We flirted with, like, Avery, and then with Kanika, who flirted back, and then we flirted with Oscar. We also came out this morning from Stella's guest room, like, not wearing half of our clothes, and, like, Stella was definitely looking. Tabby was, like, upset, but, you know. Hey, Positive Game Haven! Exclamation point, reading is hard. Hi, Positive Game Haven, how are you doing? Welcome in, first time. Yeah. Hi, Crimson. Yeah, I need to attend the Zoolander Institute for people who want to read good and do other things good too. Actually, I was just reminded earlier today of a clip that Finch took from the first episode of this challenge run, where I did the blue steel face. But why male models? But yeah, stop, don't do it. Yeah. So we flirted with everyone we possibly could, and we made Tabitha so disgusted that she drove off immediately. And yeah, we're having a good time. We're having a good time. Crimson, in case you didn't know, we are doing episode 2 of our community challenge redemption, which was Mean Scarlet Girls, aka I have to do my voice and Tabitha and any other Scarlet Woman's voice in Yeah, I got that. I got that. Hi, Marcus. Yeah, I saw your note this morning in the Discord. I have to use a Valley Girl voice for myself and any other Scarlet lady. I have to flirt as often as possible. I also have to choose violence and be kind of mean. So all options I would never usually pick, but we're doing a powerful build hot run in Scarlet Hollow, and we're in episode 2. So let's see what we can say to Pixel here. How are you doing, guys? Welcome in. Before I can respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Aw, hey, Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. You don't have to worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Pixel immediately goes to town on Stella's treats. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. Yeah, it's it's a little scary. I don't like picking the violent options. I don't. That's not the type of person that I am, but that's what we gotta do. That was part of the challenge. Why do you let a little paper shredder? That's Scarlet Hollow for you. Why do you let a little paper shredder freely wander the library? Have you seen this little guy's face? How can I say no to that? Alright. I decide to leave Pixel be. Yeah, Pixel looks like Olive. The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. Reminder for anyone who has a lot of points, we do have pick a voice. So any voice in the game is eligible for pick a voice, and you can tell me how to say them, except for this community challenge you can't pick Hap, Tabitha, or any of the other Scarlet women. So you can tell me what voice I need to use for some of these other characters, if you would like. I'd better get back to Shelby. Let me know if y'all need anything. Oh, and we do have the Pokemon community game in here too, so eventually some Pokemon are gonna show up. You felt bad when you played a renegade run of Mass Effect? I know, I hate being a mean person. I don't like it. I don't like it, especially like because we get to get different, we know what their other reactions would be, and when you're mean and you see what they do, you're just like, oh no, we're no longer friends. Alright. Pixel was added from a backer from Kickstarter. That's someone's cat. Aw. Cute. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, we're hydrating a lot because of all the voices today. I've already drank one of those. Oh, a Relicanth appeared in chat. So if you've got one, you can catch it. If you haven't done it, you can do ! Poke Start to get your starter, and then you can catch some things. Yeah, ! Poke Start. Marcus. Cool. Back to being mean. Ooh, your starter was a Snivy. Nice. Mine was a Froakie. So, same gen. Stella, what was that you were saying about nuclear incidents? You were talking about that Goldsboro thing, right? Yeah, apparently in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up midair and dropped a couple bombs. Okay, Finch, what voice are we doing? Let me know. Who and what voice? I think you've heard enough of the voices that I can do for you to be able to say one. Oh, Marcus and I caught the Relicanth. Nice. Becky will also have the Valley Girl accent. Okay, we'll do it. I'll make myself a note. I like giving her the Valley Girl accent too, but it makes sense because she idolizes Tabby. So, Becky. Thanks for the redemption. Becky will have the same voice as the rest of us. We're gonna absorb her into the Scarlet Women clan. It's what she would want. It's what she would want. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch which failed to trigger on the descent. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. Right, its conventional explosive disintegrated in midair, but most of the nuclear material made it unrecoverable by flooding. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. Oh god, we're screwed. I mean, we're all gonna die eventually, but not because of that. Goldsboro's like 400 miles from here. I think we're good. Look, you never know with radiation. We actually know quite a bit. It melts you, it just doesn't make monsters. A 60-year-old bomb isn't gonna explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. I've missed this. I lean in quietly and whisper to Stella and Kanika, do you guys think there's like a cult here? Maybe the ditchlings were actually nudists doing some kind of weird ritual. Very funny. You were there with me last night, Happy. You know as well as I do that whatever we saw, it wasn't human. Alright. It's time to say nothing. So let's see. There was the mine collapse. In 1918, maybe the ditchlings are here to warn about something like that happening again. It might not be a terrible place to start. Alright, good. All this talk of the mines reminds me though. There's been this really unsettling miner who's been coming around my mom's tea shop lately. His name is Wayne, and there's something wrong with him, like viscerally wrong. Alright, Slowpoke, we'll see you in a few. Get something good to eat. No kidding. He snuck up on us last night and called out Happy by name. Sent chills down my spine. I don't know if there's much connection, but if we're headed to the mines, we might as well look into him. Do we have to? This seems like a lot of work. We can make it quick. Just question a few miners and be done with it. The fate of the town might rest on our shoulders after all. Okay. I mean, I am sure the second part isn't true, but we've got to get to the bottom of whatever's going on. I know, Gretchen's face. Like, we couldn't call our own character Gretchen like Gretchen Wieners because we already knew that the pug's name was Gretchen. We probably should have called ourselves like Peppina or Regina George or something. The only problem is Tabitha. She's not exactly going to be thrilled to see us snooping around the mines. We can be sneaky. I'll make sure to be a good lookout. She'll never even know we were there. Look at us, going out on a caper together. I missed this. I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Though, there is something missing. Race. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately? No, I tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad. That poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Happy. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's roll out. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep y'all posted. Alright. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. Reese, it's Stella. I brought some buddies, too. Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with some... The woman in the doorway stares directly into my eyes. I can practically feel her simmering irritation watching over me. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out? Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not gonna wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyway. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us has gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Happy would get along super well, too. My week was mixed. Some of it was fine. Yesterday was kind of troublesome in a number of ways. So I was at work, and at lunchtime I gotten maybe a couple bites in, and started having some chest pain and some other symptoms and stuff. With the assistance of one of my coworkers, I got down the stairs from where my desk is, and they called the EMTs to come check me out, and all my vitals were fine and my symptoms were like almost gone by the time they were done, but they still suggested going to the ER. So I was actually at the ER for like 3 hours yesterday. Obviously I'm fine. Everything that they checked out came back. Everything is fine, but it was kind of stressful. So yeah, it was an okay week. Not what I wanted to be doing on a Thursday, but yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Everything is fine. Yeah. Hopefully everybody else's week was much better than mine, even considering that. But yeah, it was okay. It was okay. They drew like 4 vials of my blood, so I have like some bruises from the blood draw, and then I have some bruises from like the stairs. But otherwise, I'm fine. There wasn't anything wrong with me. But yeah, thank you for the virtual hugs. Thank you for that. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. Clearly. Nothing to worry about. I do need to schedule a follow-up appointment with the doctor or two, just to like go over it with them, but there wasn't anything that came out of it that's concerning. But yeah, so hopefully you also did not have to go to the ER this week, and that your week was much better than mine. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, even if the results are good. Having to go through that is stressful. Retelling what happened and what my symptoms were was probably the worst part about it, to be honest. But yeah. You were in a dunk tank earlier for work today. How many times did you get dunked? How many times did you get dunked? Someone on my team brought that up, getting a dunk tank, not like to dunk me as their manager, but like to dunk another manager. That's a little bit, how to put this nicely, obstinate, maybe is the word. But yeah, so hopefully everybody's week went well, and that you didn't get dunked too many times, or if it was hot that you got dunked a lot. I don't know. Maybe you wanted to get dunked. You did not get dunked. Hopefully that was for lack of aim or animosity, rather than because it was rigged. Stella, if Reese is that sick, we shouldn't be dragging him along on adventures. Snitch. We really are getting on Stella's nerves. 7 times-ish? 7 times you got dunked. Huh. Hey, if it's hot out, I don't think I would mind. But it's always hot out here. Reese's mom turns back to the house sighing. Sorry. Oh, that's my voice. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you two. She sighs again as if deciding whether to finish her thought. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come on over tomorrow? We can have some supper and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too, Happy. That would be great. I can bring a side dish, maybe deviled eggs. Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't sell well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, yes, fine. You can bring the soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. She might cheer him up. You know they have therapy dogs in the hospital. No dogs. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Didn't get dunked, still experiencing some COVID brain fog, but we're making it through. Oh. Well, I'm sorry about the brain fog, but glad to hear you're making it through. Always just get some rest. Rest. Get dunked 7 times by your team and one of your friends. But she tried a couple times. Hey, well, you know, everybody's got their thing. Everybody wants to... if there's a dunk tank, everyone wants to dunk you. Even if they like you, they're like, now is the time. Any aggression I may have in the future, this is the time. Does anyone else hear Sans from Undertale saying, get dunked on? It was fun trying to needle her though, since she's a Red Sox fan. Well, if she's a Red Sox fan, I'd want to dunk her. But we've already talked sports on Scarlet Hollow before. I got that in one of the clips. My little altercation with the Baltimore Orioles mascot. We won't go into that again. God, that woman makes me so nervous. I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the 3 of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool. I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't be too long for me to get there. Squovit has appeared in chat, everybody. In case you missed it. Let's try and catch it. Poke-catch, Pokeball. Doo-doo. You're welcome to tag along, Happy. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. I'll ride with Kanika. See you at the mines. What is that? The O's are not terrible. Well, sometimes. Yeah, and we do have runs up on YouTube. Not everything that we do here on Twitch is on YouTube, but a lot of it is. Including the streams from Finch and Mine's Soul Link. That's up there. The first episode from, last stream from The Road to Ruin, which we're going to continue tomorrow. And then some of our Scarlet Hollow streams as well. Kanika is a careful driver, but her old van still bumps around on the old mountain roads. Thanks for indulging us on that little diversion. Reese's mom can be a lot, but I'm glad we have solid plans for tomorrow. Still and I haven't really seen much of him in the past few years. Aw, nobody caught it. That sort of isolation can be good for his health. No matter what his mom says. You should have done the Derek Zoolander voice with your himbo voice on chapter, right? So, do you think I'm cute? I can't do that voice. At least not at this hour. I can only do really low voices like in the morning, which is kind of why I do the Fire Emblem ones in the morning. My voice just gets higher as the day goes on, I don't know. Tighten up those vocal cords. Like right now. So, you think I'm cute? Oh no. I hoped you forgot I said that. Sorry, I know it must have seemed pretty forward. Sometimes I just get a little flustered around new people. Especially if those people are cute and standing right outside my bedroom door in the middle of the night. I'm used to it. You're good, just don't do it again. Let's see. The more vain one is I'm used to it. So we'll do that. You don't have to apologize. I'm used to it. I'm sure you are, with a natural smolder like that. But I hope you know I didn't mean anything by it. I just call it how I see it, so. Does Stella have a thing with cars? It took some convincing to get her to ride back with Duke last night, even after everything that happened in the woods. She brushed me off when I asked her about it last night, too. I was wondering if there's more to it than just, like, not liking them. Wait, she actually got into a car last night? She must have been really freaked out. That's how her parents died. Car crash. She was in the car, too. Just some cuts and bruises, but she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. I don't think she's ever going to actually leave this town. Did the music stop in the game? Breaks my heart. Oh no, it's just really quiet. I can hear it still. Why do you still live here? This town's a dead end. Okay, that's a little forward, but I can respect that. To answer your question, yeah, this wasn't the plan, and it still isn't. I was actually a couple years into vet school. Top of my class, I might add. When my dad died, my mom wasn't up for running the store, and my brother, well, you've met Miles if you haven't already. I only wanted to take a semester off, help them get back on their feet, but it's been a year and change now. It's not just about my family, too. The general store? That's the general store. If it winds up going under, it's hard not to imagine the whole town collapsing with it. Maybe I'll get to go back next semester. Okay. So I see the word smolder and I think of Moulin Rouge. Oh, right. Yeah, it was good. Music's still going. Yep. What's his type? Wilting flower, bright and bubbly, or smoldering temptress? Yes. Cool. Well, we're gonna... okay. I haven't ever done any dead dads or dead moms club answers, but it seems like the meanest thing I could say. I'd say welcome to the Dead Dads Club, but I don't actually know if my dad is dead. You're funny. Alright. Can you please drive me out of town, like, right now? We could both just leave and go somewhere far away from here where neither of us need to worry about ditchlings or cataclysmic events. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's no way I'm crossing Tabitha like that. The fact that she brought you here is a big deal. She doesn't see people. She doesn't have guests. You being here has gotta mean something to her. And if she found out I was the one who drove you out of town, she would. There's no telling what might happen. The Scarlet still hold a lot of sway in this town, even if your cousin's all that's left of them. And hey, I don't think there's a lot to worry about yet. The ditchlings are just some weird animal, right? If we just stay out of the woods, I'm sure we'll be fine. Alright. We're gonna hang back. Because we don't care about the kid that we stole chips from. We don't care about Reese. We're mean. Alright. Stella's probably gonna be a couple of minutes. Hey y'all, how was the ride? Oh, I'm gonna put Gretchen down for a sec. Did you run here? Yep. Felt like hitting a run-in. I didn't want to keep y'all waiting. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we're just gonna go talk to people. I guess so. I stole chips from a kid. Well, I stole chips from the store that the kid was manning because he told me to. He told me he wasn't going to take my money. So I was like, alright, peace. And then for some reason, the chips that we pick up were salt and vinegar, which is like my least favorite kind of chips. Ditchlings are like mountain lions here in these here mountains. Definitely don't exist. Yes, the mountain lions are definitely not real. But Stella doesn't have time for any of that, clearly. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in these mines. Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. And Gretchen makes it extra hard to be sneaky. We're probably less likely to be caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. I'm sure I'll fit right in with a bunch of burly coal miners. Get the muscle. I'm not interested in sneaking around. I'm going to find my cousin. Whoa, really? You can't. Why not? Do I even need to answer that question? She's rude and defensive, and she hates it when other people get up in her business. I don't think I'd use those exact words, but Kanika isn't wrong. Tipping Tabby off is probably a one-way ticket to getting kicked out before we figure out what's going on. I robbed a store of chips, but they turned out to be my least favorite type. My life is average, or FMA. I know. I was like excited for the chips, and then they're like, oh, salt and vinegar, and I was like, no. It's like with boiled peanuts. It's like, that's my least favorite way to have peanuts. It's like, why weren't they just like roasted and salted peanuts? Why not? Whatever. That's what the developers like, I guess. Nothing wrong with those chips. I just do not personally prefer them. Yes, FML. FMA is Full Metal Alchemist, so... It's 3 letters. Can't spell. Feels bad, man. Yeah. What did you get to eat, by the way? You can't stop me. Alright, fine. Tattle to your cousin if that's what you want to be. But you can at least try to talk to some of the miners first. Okay, you two, let's bring down the temperature a couple of degrees. Fine, fine, I'll be civil. So, the plan. You know those cheery old rom-coms where somebody wears an earpiece on their first date? Oh, do you have some kind of surveillance set up in the back of your van that I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call. Here's a pair of earbuds. Put in my earbuds. Dunk. I think dunked? Dunked? I don't know. Yeah. Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Oh, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? In I go. There it is. Hey! Can you hear us? Try saying something. Nope, I can't hear you. Sorry. Very funny. You're coming through crystal clear on my end. Nothing to do now but enter the work site. Spelling in English is dumb indeed. Indeed. It's just 5 languages or so inside a trench coat, as they say. Let's just see what the powerful and hot build does with the nearest group of miners. Harrison, Davis, and Zax. You got a reason to be bothering us? Hey, I'm Tabitha's cousin. So I met this guy on the bus. Wore a beanie and a shirt that said I want to, yeah. I have that shirt, by the way. He said he had some friends working the mines up here. Does this have anything to do with what's going on in town? A lot of people wear beanies. He also talked about how he used to push joggers into the Baltimore Harbor. Does that ring any bells? None. Not a clue. Yeah, I think I'd remember someone like that. I don't think we've been able to ask about that guy before. Actually, that's all, thanks. So, what do you think of Tabitha? She works hard. She's a good boss. Who's asking? I'm her cousin. I'm here for the funeral. Yeah, we know. Me and Davis were in the diner yesterday when you popped in. How can we help? We'll try. Seen anything weird lately? Nope. Nothing at all. Stuffle! Zaxby's has good honey to put on chicken. Oh, Zaxby's. Oh my goodness. I totally didn't even like. I was like, Zaxby's? Okay, catch. I don't think they have honey there. You make sure to tell your cousin that, okay? Maybe letting them know you're related to Tabitha wasn't a good idea. That's all. Thanks. Bye. We learned nothing! Hooray! Let's go. Sure. Oh, it's our favorite time. I stop in my tracks, a shiver running up my spine as an unfortunately familiar voice calls out to me. You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. I can't make my voice go that low. We have to choose violence. We have to choose violence. It's time to go, man. It's time to fight. We're gonna show him who's boss. Whoever this creep is, he doesn't seem to understand who's boss around here. I rush forward to throw a punch, but before I've even finished swinging, the figure's already moved to my side. Oh jeez, this is the closest I've ever been to Wayne, I think. Yay, we caught Stuffle. Stupid sexy Flanders. I'm the boss. We're choosing violence again. It's time to choose violence again. It's time. I'm gonna deck you in the schnoz. Achievement unlocked. I love how it's a picture of Goku. It's like, I'm gonna deck you in the schnoz. The swiftness with which the figure dodged my blow was clearly just a fluke. As the first hand I threw pulls back towards the body, my second hooks towards his head. Did I actually hit him? No. I miss again as the figure dances to my other side and I'm thrown back by a forceful shove. I'm strong, but whatever I'm up against is stronger. You don't have to be afraid of me. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. So he doesn't say anything different. I guess the first line is different, but he doesn't really say anything new or illuminating if you try and fight him. But we chose violence as promised. And he's gone. Hey, Happy, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. I had a tussle with Wayne. Stand still so I can hit you. Whoa, I thought I saw some action down there. Are you okay? Time to summon a spirit bomb. Everybody put your thoughts together. Yes. From Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Very good. Very much a fan. I tried to grab him, but he was way too fast for me. Dang, and you're like pretty fit too. I hate to say it, but with how the call went to static, what if he's a ghost? Like, actually a ghost. You hate to say it. Still, I don't think anything would make you happier than Wayne being a ghost. Also, ghosts aren't real. Hey, now, just because I want ghosts to be real doesn't mean I want this ghost harassing Happy. He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week, that I'd be safe there. Why would he tell me that? What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must be threatening you, right? The plot thickens. I'm getting out of here. Are you sure? Talking to folks here is probably still the best plan we've got, especially now that Wayne's shown up. Still, if she's scared, she's scared. I'm not about to force her to do something she doesn't want to do. Yeah, you're right. Sorry to get a little overeager, Happy. We can regroup outside. Yeah, I recommend watching DBZ Abridged. I also recommend watching, shoot, what is it? There's that one Pokemon one that's abridged. It's like the one that they took, like, the character from Pokemon Fire Red and did a series on him. So it's, like, super short, but that one's also pretty good. Believe in the you that believes in the me that believes in the heart of the cards. Blah, 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 blah. Very fun. But yeah, time to spend half an episode powering up for the next fight. I know, right? It's really more like half a month of episodes powering up for the next fight. There's a lot of like that sound effect for Dragon Ball Z, just like people with their energy fields going ah the whole time. More miners. Nah, we're gonna regroup. We don't want to even be doing this. I'm interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of my eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks through the hole in a fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Final Fantasy VII Machina Abridged is also really good. I'll have to look that one up. I'm not as familiar with Final Fantasy. I tried playing it, but it's too much overworld for me. Not Abridged, but Pokemon Rusty. Ooh, we got all the recommendations. I gotta get a list. Let's start a list somewhere in one of y'all's Discords of abridged things to watch. It'll be fun to watch after this. Yeah, it's not a show really. I mean, it's like they're like really, really short abridged versions of the show that somebody changed all the words to. Wait, really? What's she doing here? Clearly she's doing a delinquency. Clearly she's doing a delinquency? I mean, yeah, but what kind of delinquency? Only one way to find out. Let's go after her. Stealth run. Does that just mean that Tabby hasn't seen me since this morning? I think it's because Tabby hasn't seen me since this morning. I rush over the hill and get my bearings. The sound of active mining fades into the distance. Rosalina's nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point to a nearby mine. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Cool, it's been ages since I had the chance to go spelunking. No, we're not. That's not what we're gonna say. It just takes some time, little bit, just in the middle of the ride. Are those the actual lyrics? That is not what I've ever said. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. I guess we should go after her, right? Yep. Yeah, let's head in before someone gets hurt. Oh, hello, little ditchling. Whoa, are you sure you want to tag along, Meeks? Happy and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Gretchen's eyes are just like, what am I doing? Can Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines? Before I follow, I briefly wonder if I should let Tabitha know about this. But no. Why would I tell Tabitha anything? She was so rude this morning. I love this little pose. So we got Out of the Loop achievement unlocked, and it's this awesome drawing of an awesome doodle of Tabitha just going, why would you do this to me? Time to take a deep breath and follow my new friends into the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than I expected. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than I'm tall, forcing me and my companions to hunch over. My legs bent in a painful squat as I begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be, and this one's real bad. You know, because of the child miners. Or should I say, the minor miners. Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. I actually snuck down here a few times to try and get some good footage, part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella. The things you do for your viewers. Did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around me, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Oh my god. What was that? The mine's gonna collapse and we're all gonna die here, aren't we? That's just how the wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. Just brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd found a spooky ghost, there wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Bats. Those guys got me real good last time I was here alone. Oh my god. There are bats down here? I'm gonna get rabies, aren't I? I'm gonna get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You holding up okay, Nix? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just a little on edge. Kanika is stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? Those are totally just normal cave sounds. The mine's collapsing, isn't it? I don't think so, but dang if that sound doesn't feel like it came right out of a book about Tommyknockers. They're an old Cornish myth, named for the knocking sound you can sometimes hear in the mines right before a collapse. Stella! Some say the knocking's a warning, while others say it's the spirits themselves bringing down the mines. Not helpful. I'd love to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. The three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Looks like Stella's got the black lung. She might. She's been down here a lot. Okay, now that wasn't Tommyknockers. It came from this way. Follow me. No choice but to follow Stella. Hi, teens, doing teen things. Yeah, Tommyknockers. If we had read books, which we did not, there was an entry about Tommyknockers in one of the books. We've read the entries in most of our other runs. I breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. A group of teens turns and stares at me with annoyance. What the hell are y'all doing in here? Hoodie girl. Oh, that's Becky. I think that's Becky, right? She's Becky. And the other one is Alexis. That's right. What the hell are you doing here? You creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. Do you want me to physically drag each and every one of you out of here? Because I will. Oh, wow. Uh-huh. Leave any in the chat. Pokecatch. What are you, 5? This is the most miserable place I've been in my entire life. Let them have their fun. What are you guys even doing down here? This is the most miserable place I've been in my entire life. This place isn't miserable, it's cool and rad. Who the hell are you exactly? That's Happy. Tabby's cousin. Rosalina, your dad is worried sick about you. If you ask me, he was right to worry. Why the hell would you think hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Because no one usually comes in here, duh. Everyone we know hangs out at the Maxwell place now, so we had to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found. So I guess we have to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. A chapter about Tommyknockers, a chapter about telekinetic pyromaniacs, a chapter about a possessed car, a chapter about necromancy, a chapter about a Saint Bernard, right? A chapter about all these things. She wanted you can Yell it in a mind. Well, like, there's no echo if you yell into the Grand Canyon. It's too big. A necromancer. Yes. That was the Talipo one, right? Oh, nice job, Marcus, on catching the Levany. Solo catch. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You can at least check in, so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break. This feels like beginner's luck. It's okay. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? The teens avoid eye contact. The one you met earlier at the general store tries to melt into the cavern wall. Oh no. I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever. It's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. Not like anyone even comes in on Tuesdays, and Mom's there, so it's fine. It's not fun. It's extremely not fun. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he could see this? Stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine? Dad's dead, Kanika. If he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us? We're gonna remain silent. Actually, my dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says the only reason they stopped using this tunnel is because there wasn't enough coal left. I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month, and he says this place is totally safe and we can hang out here anytime we want. Yeah, check out how sturdy this place is. Slap in the beam. Slap in the beam. Also how Rosalina and Alexis look at each other. Oh, was that the knocking we heard earlier? One of these days I'll find a real Tommyknocker. Oh my god, Zane, cut it out! Jumping up to hit stuff is extremely 8th grade. No offense, Rosalina. Silence, the ultimate power play. One day we'll do a silent run where we say as little as possible. Just like the voice saver run. The the Pokemon protagonist run, where we don't talk. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill. And smart, too. This is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. Why are y'all fighting me on staying down here? I'm not listening to what some sad 20-somethings have to say about what we're allowed to be. Hey, I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Anyways, Rosalina isn't going anywhere. She's better off here than at home. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple cots in the back room. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I'm sure Oscar has a reason for that. He's a good guy. And he cares about you, Rosalina. He thinks our house is haunted. Gordon Freeman run. No talk, only crowbar. I don't think there's that many violent options. That would be good, though. Oh. Wait, what? It's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, like, bullying or something? Yeah. Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It'd be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm still some little kid. You are still a little kid. Yeah, I would not recommend smacking things in real life for hours, for sure. Well, we're gonna go with the ultimate power play because honestly, we don't care about any of these people's drama. Yo, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in and like ghost bust it or something. Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't like break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure it out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it is real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. Stop trying to make ghost happen. Stop trying to make ghost happen. Whether there's a ghost in Oscar's house is a question for a time we're not in immediate danger. And to ruin everybody's fun, the answer is probably no, there's not a ghost. Now, I'm gonna drag my shithead brother back home and suggest you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or crushed by rocks or meets any one of terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. Stella. I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Great, now the Ghostbusters parody song Bustin' is going through my head. I'm not familiar. But do-do-do-do-do. Ghostbusters. Who are you gonna call? Tommy knockers. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? If you guys are gonna go after something spooky, count me in. Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. We're all leaving. Please, before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. And we don't have any traits to have stopped what just happened. Wait a second. Where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off and, like, I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Oh, hey, they must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Oh, no. No. Dang, I always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Her hips don't lie. Love her tiny little face. Her head pops up from the tunnel's entrance. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been in here 1,000,000 times. Yeah, Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever. Come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think we can catch up with them if we just follow their voices. Do you want to take these 2 out there while Happy and I track them down, Nix? Look, I know I've made a bit of a fuss about not liking this place, but I'm not about to leave you two alone down here. What if something bad happens and I'm not here to help? Or what if you run into something totally normal down here that you think is a ghost, and I miss out on my chance to figure out what it actually is? Alright, knuckleheads. If I don't escort you two out of here myself, can I trust you to actually leave and go home? Yeah, sure. I could never fit in that tunnel anyway. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. Good. Now go. Oh, okay, so Kanika's actually coming with us? That's not what happens when Tabitha is with you. I wonder if that's just because Tabitha is with you. Alright, let's get this over with. What's the point of going after them? They don't want to listen to us. I don't want to be stuck in an abandoned mine playing cat and mouse all night. Kitty! Activity feed. Thank you for resubscribing. 3 months. You're alive, Kitty. Welcome back. Welcome in. How are you? It's been a while. Yes, okay, I'll check out memes later for the song. Thank you for resubscribing, Kitty. Thank you for that. 3 months. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I don't want to be stuck in an abandoned mine playing cat and mouse all night. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Their teenage bravado will probably start to shrivel away in not too long, and we'll be there to help them safely and calmly find the nearest exit when that happens. Miles and Zane decide to leave as soon as the other three split. I'm sure Rosalina and the others are going to want to leave as soon as we find them. Right? Aw, don't worry, you guys. It'll be fun and safe. You call everything fun and safe. And here I am, still in one piece. I'm coming along, but I want to stress that it is against my will and better judgment. Both of you are safe in my capable hands. We can get coffee at Winnie's once we're out of here. My treat. I'm trying to read the little signs here. It does say strawberry blast margarita can. You will be here forever. Oh my goodness. As the three of us move deeper into the mine, I can hear the echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. But Becca, why are we doing this again? You get in so much trouble. We're doing this because I'm not about to take life advice from a YouTuber and a dropout. Whoa, that was so uncalled for. I didn't drop out. I'm going back to vet school as soon as my family doesn't need me here. A Burmy appeared in chat. So Kitty, we got a Pokemon community game going. In chat, Pokecatch. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of a YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talk with Meat Rice. And I made plenty of it from ads and donations. Oh man, I wish they were gossiping about me. No, you don't. I'm not so sure about that. I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. Bernie Sanders. Bernie doesn't even have hands, so you can't even put the mittens on it for this pose. Bernie Sanders. Slowpoke, you're killing me. You're killing me. Oh my god. Another knock closer interrupts my thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Yay, Marcus, you got it. Kitty, you got it. Also, I have no idea what meat rice is. Yay. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? Yeah, it's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Becca. It's just mine sounds. Did you guys just see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. I can't believe they're making us do this. They'd better get grounded when this is all said and done. Yep. At least now we'll probably be actually able to get them to leave. Look on the bright side, Happy. If they didn't come down here, we'd have missed out on a golden opportunity to get spooked. Did it have to be an abandoned mine, though? I'd be fine getting spooked literally anywhere else. Are we sure this tunnel they went through is going to meet up back up with us? I mean, we're still able to hear their voices. At the very least, we're all still heading in the same direction. Time to go. Have a good night, Marcus. Have a good night, Crimson. Thank you for coming and hanging out. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening and all the stuff you got going on tomorrow. We'll catch you next time. Okay, Slowpoke, we'll see you in a few. As I progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of me. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, I can still hear the youths, their panicked arguing echoing down the pitch-black corridors. Well, it looks like this is the only way forward that is that pit, and it sounds like there's somewhere down there. I've never been this far in. It looks like a death trap. Are you sure we should still go down there? You can wait up here, Neeks. I don't think I can climb down and hold Gretchen. Alright, I'm not gonna argue with you. That ladder looks older than all of us combined. Good luck. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. We don't get the option to stay with Kanika. Okay, fine. Stay safe, Happy. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca. Yeah, I'd say they're close. Alright. It sounds like they're really lost. Oh, a big thunderstorm? Well, hopefully you're staying safe and dry out of that thunderstorm. We've been having a lot here, too. We actually got so much rain, it was falling down so hard that it actually woke me up a couple nights ago. That the rain in the middle of the night was pounding against the window so hard that it woke me up, but hopefully the thunderstorm isn't that bad by you. The voices around you, those of the teens and my companions, sound odd, distant. There's something in the darkness before me that's much louder, though I don't hear it, but I can feel it in my chest, like the deep growl of a predator. I find myself stepping towards the black chamber before me, compelled by some unnatural force. Hey, are you alright, Happy? Stella reaches for my shoulder, but not before the light from my phone illuminates the chamber. And here we go. Wormy wood. Mine collapse. Happy, are you alright? thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something and then you just conked out. She's okay, Kanika. Thank God. Don't move. A muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you're still recovering from whatever that was. Kanika and I are gonna go get you help. We'll be back soon, I promise. And we fade back out of consciousness, intent on my rescue. Hate this. Even after seeing it multiple times, this still, like, freaks me out a little bit. I raise up on my elbows, head still swimming from the visions, my surroundings coming back into focus. My head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, I once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where she's going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of hellish sound. As you settle more into your senses, Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She's out of breath, and it looks like she's been crying. I'm so sorry I stuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. This place, at least part of it, is coming apart. Becca and Alexis are still down there. We can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Please, I don't want them to die. Powerful build. What's the worst that can happen? Everything turned out okay last night. Who's to say you can't scrounge up another win? Oh, God damn it. Another dusting of debris falls from the ceiling. You don't have long until this mine collapses on you. Alright, well, let's see. I mean, like, the mean option is to just pick one of the first one, right? The mean option is to just take Rosalina and leave. She's gonna hate me, but it is the mean option. We eked out one win. I don't think we can do two. I just don't. We're cutting our losses. Achievement unlocked. Cutting our losses. There we go. There's no time to argue. We're just gonna grab her and run. Hey, what are you doing? We need to warn them. Put me down. Alexis, Becca, this way. The way out is this way. If you just follow my voice, you'll be able to make it out. You push your body to move as quickly as it can, though you're slowed down by the cramped corridors and winding passageways of the mine. Becca, Alexis, can you still hear me? The knocking drowns out Rosalina's desperate shouts as the two of you crawl closer and closer to the entrance. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I left you guys. The knocking is deafening now. If someone were to try to break through the walls with fists of iron. You continue to push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. I heard the wood splintering. Yeesh. Uh-huh. I'm so sorry. Pushing through. And there it is. Freedom! Oh, shit. Well. Yeah, it's very hard choices, kitty. Rosalina and I managed to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Alexis, do you think the other two, maybe they got out? It's possible, right? Maybe there's another entrance or something. Or maybe they're still alive in there? Oh, she looks so haunted. Oh god. I'm so sorry. Rosalina, are you okay? Your dad's on his way. He should be here any minute. I'm so sorry. I came as soon as I heard that crash. What the hell are you three doing here? I thought I told you to stay out of trouble, yet here you are at the scene of what looks like a deadly accident. How did you manage this? I know, use sad happy emoji. Tabby, come on, it's not Hap's fault. Stella's right. If anyone's fault, it's yours. You have an abandoned mine on your property that was barely even boarded up. It was only a matter of time until something like this happened. If those two kids in there are dead, their blood is on your hands, Tabitha Scarlet. There are kids in there? I'm going to have to deal with their parents, aren't I? I hate dealing with parents. Also, how dare you? It's not like I put up a big neon sign saying cool place for teens to hang. It's clearly not safe. You three were up here with them. Why didn't you do something to get them out of there? It's probably the reason there's only 2 instead of 2 out of 5 ain't bad. 2 out of 5 ain't bad. What did you do? Did you modify one to put sunglasses on it? Oh, that's funny. I like that. Tabitha's just another coal baron. Well, we can be pretty mean. I have to deal with their parents. Somebody has their priorities straight, right? We're gonna do the silent power play. Oh yes, worth every point. I actually like that. I was thinking of doing some emote changes, looking at, you know, which ones have been used the most. So I would consider doing that. Come on, you guys. Arguing like this isn't going to actually help those kids. Oh, thank you. You can hear it, right? Cheers, Slowpoke. Scarlet Hollow is so much talking, like, so much talking, and then this chapter and the next chapter, because of all the people that you can have in one scene, is just like the roulette. The roulette. A fungus. There's a fungus among us. Come on, guys. Arguing like this isn't going to help those kids. I know it can feel cathartic to point fingers and yell, but it doesn't actually do anything. You're right. I'm going back to camp. I'll be back with some men, and they can start digging. I'll call Earl. Oh, you hear the sirens in the background now. It takes a bit of time, but eventually Tabitha arrives with men and a machine to start digging through the rubble. You, Stella, and Kanika take a quiet moment to yourselves as the others get to work. I can't believe you left me down there. Lay off her. What was she supposed to do? Drag you up the ladder? No, Kanika, it's okay. I'm sorry. I had no idea how long you would be out of commission. I had to get help. Hey, at least you're alive, right? Well, it escaped. I'm pretty sure I saw some ghosts down there. They were right behind Stella just before you two left. Did you guys not see them? Whoa, I didn't see anything other than you and that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, and I couldn't see anything down in that pit, but you might have just been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts? Stella... Everything that happened down there was centered around that main chamber, where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Maybe you weren't entirely off base about the cult stuff you mentioned earlier, but this thing felt old. Let's see. What happens now? Hey guys, I don't think she's quite ready to talk just yet. What happened down there? Have you met the kids Rosalina hangs out with? Yeah, Rosalina's lived here since she was 2, so she basically grew up with them. They're a little older than her, and yeah, they get into some trouble, but I didn't think they were bad kids or anything. They're always so polite to me, especially that Alexis. Gosh, that poor girl. Always acted like a dog somebody had kicked. And now she's in there. It's not right. It's gonna be okay, Oscar. The power of silence. Nothing like being mean by bringing up your bad housing situation when your daughter's traumatized. Rosalina told me that you two have been living in the library. I think she was trying to get away from that. Rosalina told you that? Yes, it's true. But you have to understand, there's something in that house. We believe you, Oscar. I couldn't let it hurt her, and since I didn't know how to get rid of it, I set up a back room at the library for us. Just until I could figure out how to fix things. I know she hates it, but I thought it would be better for her. Instead, I just drove her away, staying with friends, not checking in, and now this. It's all because of that house. And because of me. Because I haven't been able to fix this. I just wish she could understand. Ghosts aren't real. We literally were just like, yeah, so I saw these ghosts. But, you know, ghosts aren't real, so. Rosalina doesn't believe you. Yeah, I know. But that doesn't mean there isn't a ghost. We're here to help, Oscar. We'll totally get rid of your ghost. Or, more likely, we'll figure out what non-ghost thing it actually is. Either way, though, we're here for you. Thank you, guys. It really means a lot. I shouldn't have kept this to myself, but I was so afraid of seeming ridiculous. Dad, you must be so mad at me. Oh, she looks super haunted. Oh, Rosa, no. Of course I'm not mad at you. Do you think that maybe they got out? Maybe there's another exit somewhere? Rosalina. I should have pushed back harder. I knew the way out. I should have made them come with them. I just don't want them to be dead. I'm so sorry, Dad. You don't have to be sorry. You're late, you're alive, and you're safe. Couldn't have gone back for them, right? We wouldn't have made it out if we went back. I saw these ghosts, but I think they're actually failed businessmen in costumes. Time to see who this one is. We do have to do a Scooby-Doo run at some point. With all the Scooby-Doo references in here, we have to do one where we're like, ghost! Jeepers. Jinkies. Well, we're mean, so we're not picking that one. We had to make a choice. It's best not to regret it. It's not fair. Why me and not them? I know how difficult this is, and you can be upset for as long as you need to be, Rosa. I think the best thing you can do for your friends right now until we get them out of there is to enjoy the life you have. I know I haven't made that easy for you. I know you've been frustrated with the choices I've made, but I'm gonna do what it takes to move us back into our house. We're gonna have a good life again, Rosa. I'm sorry I didn't do this sooner. I'm sorry this is what it took. Dad? We're on the case. We'll be back okay. We'll be okay, I promise. I'm gonna go take her home. I guess we'll see the three of you tomorrow. And thank you, Happy. You have no idea how much I appreciate what you did for Rosalina. As Oscar and Rosalina leave, your cousin exhaustedly saunters over to you. Alright, Happy. My men are set up to start digging. We're going back to the estate. Now, hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss? In private? Zoinks! Ruh-roh! Jinkies, jeepers. Let's set a trap. Alright, gang. Okay, fine. Just make it quick, and don't you dare try and pull anything on her. She did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. I'm Sheriff Hugby, and this is Deputy Derrickson. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Welcome to Scarlet Hollow. Hope this little accident hasn't colored your perception of the place. Lovely place to live, if you ask me. Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it's a mite odd that these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine on the very property Happy's family happens to own? And don't you think it's even a mite odder that Happy happened to be in there with them at the time of said collapse? I'd be lying if I said it weren't peculiar, though I'm sure you're an upright citizen, Happy, and all this is surely an unfortunate coincidence. They're trying to frame me, these guys. Dang it. Still, a good cop should ask themselves these questions. You've got to understand where we're coming from. 2 kids, 15 and 14, are buried alive down there, and maybe they're dead, and you were on the premises. Whether or not that was merely coincidence remains to be seen, but we've got to do our diligence here. Newer cop was Barney Fife. Astute observation, Carl Winslow. I don't have to talk to you. I know my rights. Unless you decide to accuse me of something, I'm not answering any more of your questions. And for the record, I haven't done anything wrong. My apologies, Happy. Just being thorough. Our duty as officers of the law, but we'll leave you be. Clearly there's not much to be discussed. We'll be in touch. I'm sure you will, officer. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat at you. The 2 officers wander back toward the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. Sure, he's taking notes. What the hell is going on in this town, Meeks? I've been looking for stuff like this all my life, and suddenly it's everywhere I look. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for all of it, somehow. Oh hey, guess the cops are done with you? What, are they gonna take you in for being present in an accident? That smile on her face. Wow. Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters, even acts of God, I guess. Excellent. You didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's go. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Happy? I'd really rather you didn't. If you're gonna run around almost getting killed every night, keep my cousin out of it. Your cousin's an adult, Tabitha. She can make her own decisions. Not while she's under my roof. Come on, let's go. And she grabs my arm, dragging me to the car. Bye. Are you kidnapping me? Don't be ridiculous. I'm taking you home. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Noted. I don't appreciate being dragged off like that. It's been a long day, Happy. Are you really going to make a fuss about me bringing you back to the estate? Hey no, Tabby, that's more like achievement unlocked. Didn't get arrested. After all the havoc you've caused, you should count your lucky stars. You still have a place to sleep tonight. You and Kanika really don't seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. I like her. Good for you. She doesn't like me. Alright, we don't really care about other people, so get out of here. Oh my god, Finch, I read that. Oh. I actually witnessed a kidnapping in the park the other day, then the kid woke up. Home sweet miserable home. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Why did you even invite me here? It seems like you hate me. It's like I caused you nothing but grief the moment I stepped foot in town. I don't hate you. I'm just trying to get through the week, the same as you should be doing. Wait, what? To the joke that Finch said? A kid napping, taking a nap, and then he woke up. There's a much Lex in chat. Yes. It was a joke. No children were harmed in the telling of Finch's joke. I just don't want you to get hurt. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. Okay. Oh. I guess that's it. We don't get to talk to her anymore. Well, we've kind of been mean to everybody, so nobody wants to actually talk to us. I collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, my head empty of thoughts. After my time in the Shaw mine, I barely even notice the dust. My phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? Sorry. WTF. Censor? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. Yes, no children were harmed or put in a dangerous situation during the telling of that joke. Ooh, we caught Munchlax. Nice. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way am I sleeping tonight. You think about looking at the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. So this isn't an image that was in any of the other ones, but I guess Alexis and Becca never died in the other ones, I don't think. When you close your eyes, your thoughts drift to Alexis and Becca, terrified and alone, if not already dead. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. That's it. We didn't even get the opportunity to text anybody back. All right. So that was episode 2, once again. But this time with more meanness and 2 deaths. We managed to use our powerful build to save Duke and Gretchen, but our choices made us not save Alexis and Becca. Alright, Tommy Knockers, coming this way. It's the end of episode 2. We will save. We'll save our game. This is number 3. And yeah, that is gonna do it for us today. It's gonna do it for us. Goodness gracious. I hate being mean. I hate making those choices. Didn't really hate flirting, but being mean is no fun. Choosing violence was a little fun though. Just a little bit. But yeah, so I think my next off Friday, we're not going to do this. We're going to actually do some baking probably, so it'll be a little bit earlier in the day. Achievement unlocked poblano peppers. And then I'm sure there's another one coming for the other trait. But yeah, I think we're going to do some baking. We're going to probably bake some Coke cake, and because we were talking about that during one of the streams last weekend, and people didn't seem to know what it was, so it's tasty. We'll make some Coke cake. And let's see, what else? Tomorrow, Chapter 4 onwards for Fire Emblem ROM hack Road to Ruin by Prime Fusion. We'll get back into that. It's first playthrough, so all new story, all new maps, all new characters, lots of fun stuff, and of course, voice roulette. And then we will get back into our randomized Emerald Soul Link Nuzlocke challenge with the wonderful Sorcerer Finch. So I think that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Finch and Slowpoke being here most of the time. Marcus for coming in a little bit earlier, and then Kitty, of course, coming back and resubscribing for 3 months. Goodness gracious. Thank you guys so much. Hope you all have a good rest of your night or morning, whatever time it is for you. We will see you in just a handful of hours tomorrow for more Fire Emblem. So have a great rest of your night. We will see you next time. Bye, guys.